The man never expected this. He was just an ordinary, middle-aged man with average skills, yet the students he taught had all become famous and powerful figures. Luna had become the captain of the kingdom's Knight Order, and the red-haired girl was now the strongest adventurer in the guild, holding the highest rank. But Jack himself had no idea about his own abilities. He had lived in a rural dojo since birth. He practiced swordsmanship every day, but always believed he was only at an average level. Luna didn't want her teacher to live an ordinary life, so she invited him to become the swordsmanship instructor for the Knight Order. Jack wanted to refuse, but Luna had already obtained the king's official appointment. With no other choice, Jack agreed. He followed Luna to the Knight Order. He intended to keep a low profile, but Luna introduced him as her powerful teacher. Even I am no match for him. This made Jack uneasy. He believed Luna had long surpassed him over the years, but since he was already there, he had to accept the role, and promised to do his best as their instructor. However, the vice captain was not pleased. After the meeting, Luna told Jack that he only needed to come 3 or 4 times a month. That way, it wouldn't interfere with his father's dojo. Before she could finish, another of Jack's female students, Kruni, rushed over. She was now also a member of the Knight Order.
また先生に教えてもらえるの嬉しいっす。我々門弟が先生を盛り立てますので、存分にご指導ください。
After saying goodbye to his 2 students, Jack hurried back home with some city specialties, but as soon as he opened the door, he saw yet another former student of his, the former S-rank adventurer Landry. He had retired after his son was born, and left the adventuring life behind. He had come at the invitation of Jack's father to take over the dojo while Jack was away. Before Jack could react, his father declared that, unless Jack found a wife, he wasn't welcome back home. Just like that, Jack was kicked out. With no other options, he went to find Luna, hoping she could help him find a place to stay. To his surprise, Luna suggested he simply move in with her. Jack's face darkened instantly. He said he couldn't possibly do that, and told her not to joke about such things. But Luna was completely serious. When Jack refused to stay at her place, Luna instead invited him to lunch. After all, eating out together could still count as a kind of date. Just as Luna was making her plans, a voice suddenly called out from behind. The captain of the Knight Order, seen walking around with a man. How improper. Worried he might damage Luna's reputation, Jack quickly stepped aside. The speaker was none other than the world-renowned S-rank adventurer, Lysandra. Hearing Luna call Jack teacher, Lysandra grew furious. She snatched the map right out of Jack's hands, but that simple act turned into an unexpected reunion. It turned out, Lysandra was also one of Jack's former students. When she was young and homeless, it was Jack who took her in. He was like a foster father to her. The skills that made her famous today were thanks to Jack's training. She had always wanted to repay him, but never found the right opportunity. Now, running into him here in the royal capital, she immediately tried to take Jack with her. Luna wasn't about to let that happen. The two began arguing right there in the street. Left with no other choice, Jack found a random inn to stay at, and managed to send them both away. Early the next morning, Jack began his first training session with the knights, but as soon as he arrived, someone challenged him. It was the blonde-haired vice captain, who had doubted him from the start. He declared that, as vice captain, he had to verify whether Jack was qualified to teach them. Everyone around was skeptical of Jack. They thought Luna was just bringing in a freeloader. Even Jack himself lacked confidence. After all, the only person he had ever defeated was a young Luna from years ago. He wanted to refuse the duel, but doing so would embarrass Luna. It seemed his only option was to try his best not to lose too badly. At Luna's signal, the match began. The blonde man didn't hold back. He launched a fierce attack at Jack. Everyone watching thought Jack's constant defense would lead to his defeat sooner or later, but in the next moment, the situation completely reversed. While blocking the attack, Jack shifted into an offensive move. Using his opponent's momentum, he struck the blonde man's chin with the hilt of his sword. Yet instead of feeling proud, Jack was disappointed. He had intended to pull back, but still ended up hitting his student. As an instructor, hitting a student was unacceptable. Seeing that Jack was no ordinary man, the blonde man decided to get serious. He attacked with all his strength. Even Jack was impressed by his speed and power, but something felt strange. Why were all his movements so linear? As soon as the thought crossed his mind, Jack effortlessly broke his rhythm. Shocked, the blonde man instinctively unleashed his ultimate move, Tornado Destroys Parking Lot. He expected to break through Jack's defense, as he always had before, but what he never saw coming was that Jack had no intention of defending at all.